This is Liberty Bibberty. She's a Jeep Liberty and she is just phenomenal. I mean, look at her.
We are back on the road to visit with another one of our onX Offroad Build Challenge competitors. Today, we're headed to Sand Hollow, Utah to check in with Hollie Fowler from the Mischief Maker TV YouTube channel. Now, Hollie's channel originally started as just a place for her relatives back in Scotland to just keep up with her adventures that she was having here in the States. But it has since transitioned into a hardcore off-road build and wheeling channel that focuses on some serious off-road events like King of the Hammers. Hollie was one of the few people who actually brought a modern, functioning four-wheel drive Jeep to our stock vehicle competition.
So we've already done the first competition. We took all of our vehicles stock, and the first competition that we had was we had to go through gates, and each gate that you went through, you won money towards your build. And we won. I got to the top. I got there the quickest. I just put my foot down. My husband Walter was very surprised. Everyone was very surprised that I just sent it up the hill. And yeah, and we won some extra money on our budget.
That was fun. Let's do it again.
While visiting with Hollie, she walked me around the build to show me how much work they'd accomplished, and I myself have never worked on a Jeep Liberty.
Is this line the choppy line?
That's the choppy. We have choppy chop the other side.
Oh, let's see. Let's look at the other side.
So we choppy chopped.
Yeah.
But then the other side, I didn't know how to use my plasma cutter, so we gave up on that side.
And then motor transmission stays the same.
Stays the same, not touching anything there.
Okay.
Don't have to.
That makes life easy.
Beautiful platform.
Okay. And then you've already got rid of all the IFS.
Goodbye. Yes, no IFS anymore. Solid axle swap.
Okay.
Putting in 44s there.
Yep. And then 37s all the way around.
37s. Well, I mean, we could do, no, yeah, 37s all the way around.
37s for now. Okay, I like that.
Yep. Gonna build it for 39s. I think I kind of want to eventually have it on 39s, but 37s.
37. Are you gonna do like big fancy tube bumpery thing, or do you know yet?
Yeah, I'm building a big tube bumper. Yes. I'm not as far along as I wanted to be on this build so far, but now we're getting into a groove. Right now, we're taking that unibody and we're trying to strengthen it so that when we put all of the suspension components on it, everything will be nice and strong and nothing will twist. Something that I learned about Liberty Bibberty on the stock competition is that she is a lot sturdier than I thought she was going to be. I was hoping, honestly, to break something, a bumper fly off, anything, and nothing. And I took her out wheeling afterwards a couple of times to try and get that same result, and she's still here in one piece. Today, I'm going to be working with my good friend Hurricane. We're going to be strengthening the unibody here, and we're going to be starting to tear into those axles. We're going to take those axles apart, and we're going to truss them.
Ooh, I wonder how many gallons it is. Big.
It is a big one.
I'm gonna Google it. How big is a Liberty fuel capacity?
No.
It's 20 gallons.
Is it really?
19.5.
Good girl. I couldn't understand why there was a hitch in this thing.
Well, it's a sport utility vehicle.
Absolutely not.
Tows things.
Absolutely not. You know why they put it there?
Why?
Because of the gas tank.
Oh.
They had to put it there for safety, so if you got
Protect it?
rear-ended.
Because that makes sense. What's the plan for overlanding and cooking and sleeping and all that kind of fun stuff?
I have a real treat. You ready?
Yes.
Tent.
That's your tent? Got
From
it.
Walmart.
I love it.
Sleeping bag, also from Walmart.
Okay.
Pillow, also from Walmart. It's this size.
Okay.
It's camping.
Yeah.
It's an overlanding pillow. if you
Overlanding
will.
pillow. Yep.
I'm not an overlander.
I understand.
I want to stay true to myself.
I
I'm
understand.
building a rock crawler.
Okay.
You know?
Works for me.
So really, I'm changing the underneath of this vehicle, right? So I'm taking the IFS, which is the independent front suspension, out. I'm doing a full solid axle swap, putting 44s underneath there. They're currently geared at 410. I'm gonna change that to 513s. I just kind of want to make this vehicle strong for rock crawling, which is what I really am building it for. Taking everything out from underneath the vehicle was pretty easy, but laying under there and seeing that there's no actual frame, which I'm used to, kind of threw me for a boggle a little bit. I kind of didn't understand the process of what I was going to have to do. There has been a lot of changes since the very beginning or initial thought about this vehicle. You know, my mind is changing about things. Just last night, I decided to get rid of the tailgate, get rid of the window in the back, and I'm gonna build a tire carrier similar to Nessie's, so that tire can sit kind of on a little bit of an angle back there, and I want to show part of that cage because we are going to be building a cage inside of there.
This is going away?
This is going away, this is going away.
Okay.
And we're going to build out a tire carrier for my tiny little mini 37.
Okay.
I'm not used to that.
So it'll just lay down like that.
Similar to Nessie, yeah.
I like
We're
it.
going to take everything out of here. The old seats from Mischief Maker right now are going to go in here.
And then a roll cagey thing.
And then a roll cagey thing.
Okay.
Yep.
I like it.
Yep. And there's going to be a lot happening back here with the shock hoops and the fuel tank lifting up and the spare tire back here.
I like it.
Yeah. Keeping it simple.
Keeping it simple, rock crawler.
Keeping it simple, rock crawler. This is definitely going to be like, if I can get the gears here by Friday.
Yeah.
Friday job.
Okay.
Even Saturday.
Even Saturday.
Heck yeah. So last night we were talking about trussing the axles today, but because this is cast, I have to warm it up and then wrap everything up. And because I wanted to do that, I wanted to make sure that the carrier came out so that I didn't bother anything inside here in the internals. They're 410 gears, and I did want to eventually change to 513s. So since we're here, we're just gonna do that right now. So we're taking everything out right now. We're gonna prep that, we're gonna re-gear, we're gonna truss, we're gonna do the whole thing over the next couple of days. So perfect timing. Oh. It's in there like swimwear. It's just in there like a toy go. Budget-wise, I really have kept a close eye on it. I feel like I have been super transparent with everything so far. I'm not trying to get like deals off Facebook Marketplace, or I paid $500 for this when it's really like $1,200. I think I'm sat around 17,000 at the moment, which I think is fair, and I think it's accurate.
And just like every time we visit one of our onX Build Challenge competitors, we asked Hollie to show us one of her local trails and how she uses onX Offroad to navigate it.
Okay, we are here at Rattlesnake Gulch. It's a trail here in Harkin, and we've decided to come here. It's a little cooler today rather than being out in Sand Hollow. And we have Rudy in the Rad Charger from last year. And today I don't have Mischief Maker. I actually brought the giveaway Jeep that I just finished with TreadLightly, and this is its shakedown. So we're gonna have a fantastic day. This trail is full of water crossings and beautiful scenery and some rock crawling. So we're gonna get a little bit of everything in here today. So before I left, I actually made sure to download the map offline, which is a very, very important thing, especially out here because there's not any service out here. And we're just going to be following the trail. I might put some waypoints in the trail today for specific things, like places where you can dip in pools, good places to sit and just have like some lunch. And yeah, we're just going to take it nice and easy today. So I really like using CarPlay. The fact that you can just do this wirelessly as well, just Bluetooth straight onto that screen, and the screen is so big. It's just fantastic that you can see such a wide spectrum of the area that we're going to be in. It's just really awesome. It was a lot of fun having Ian in here with me today. This is the first time that this has been on a trail, so I was a little nervous about it. But yeah, we just had a lot of fun, a lot of giggles. We talked about the build in there, and yeah, everything was great.
So what are you most excited about your little Liberty?
I'm excited about putting the double triangulated four-link in the back. Yeah, exactly. Ooh.
What are you most excited about?
Yeah, I am. I've never had a double triangulated four-link.
Is this like your first like custom Hollie designed suspension?
It surely is.
Oh, exciting.
I know. It's a little intimidating, but I'm always down for the challenge. And everyone, like so many people do it every single day, so it's not that crazy. But for me, this is going to be my first entirely Hollie built vehicle.
That's exciting.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get a little bit of a thing for it. I think I'm gonna want to start going on Facebook Marketplace.
And buying questionable vehicles?
Yeah, and making them into something.
This will be like the new direction of Hollie's channel.
Oh gosh, I hope not, for everyone's sake. So this right here I built to help raise awareness and money for TreadLightly. It's a giveaway Jeep. This is my third year doing it, but this is the first build that I've done from start to finish all on my lonesome. So I'm really proud of this. We have 42-inch tires on here. We have a Rebel Offroad DSS kit in here. We have RPM suspension. We have a lot of stuff going on. A lot of awesome companies and partners that I work with helped with this project, and I'm just so excited that everyone was on board again, and everything felt really good. There was a couple of little noises that I heard there. I know exactly what they are, so all I need to do is tighten maybe one or two bolts up that I can hear are loose on the front here, but it did really well. It crawled over everything, and yeah, I think the winner will be very happy with this.
How many times have you driven on this trail, Hollie?
I have been on this trail, I think, 3 times, all for recovery.
Really?
Yes.
In your tow truck? You got an off-road tow truck?
I do not have an off-road tow truck. I just have a Mischief Maker. But yeah, no, this trail is actually one of my favorites. It does get very busy in the summer.
Really?
Because there's so many water crossings. There are pools that you can jump into that are deep enough, so a lot of people come on here and just spend the day in the water.
And they go swimming and stuff?
Yeah. So today we came out with Rudy from Rudy Adventure Design, a very good friend of mine, with the Rad Charger, which I started building with him. Couldn't finish the build because I had an accident, but it was actually really cool to see it out on the trail. I haven't seen it out in the wilderness at all, so it was really cool being behind him, watching how everything works, and it looks like a great vehicle. I'm surprised he didn't win last year, I'm just gonna say that, but yeah.
What's been your favorite, you've wheeled everywhere, what's your favorite place to go four-wheeling, Hollie?
So I have a couple of places. There's not just one.
All right, that's loud.
Okay, Johnson Valley. I do like Sand Hollow.
Really? You like the Sand Hollow, huh?
I do like the Sand Hollow because you can just hop in and hop out really quick.
That's true.
Like in the mornings, I can go out, run a trail, come back, and I feel good. It's like my workout, you know? Texas, I love Mason, Texas with Wolf Caves.
That's a fun spot.
I love them, and I love the family who run that whole thing. They're incredible. And Windrock.
Windrock is
or
fun.
Tennessee in general.
Windrock is a fun park.
Now today's been great and all, but it's time to get off this trail and back to Liberty Bibberty.
Hollie is the one competitor in this competition that is not essentially building a vehicle from scratch. She's not having to either cut a truck in half and build half a frame, or build an entire new chassis underneath the vehicle, or even make a car body fit in a truck frame. She essentially is just performing a solid axle swap on that Jeep Liberty. And I think that gives her a little bit of a leg up when it comes to time and budget. By leaving the drivetrain completely alone, that's something she doesn't have to spend money on. She knows it runs and drives and starts, none of that stuff. She's not gonna have to waste a lot of time and or money trying to get this engine to run underneath the hood. The one area that I think she should address is the transfer case. Because the Jeep Liberty is an IFS, it doesn't have a fixed yoke output on the front of the transfer case, so she has to do something there. I would honestly pull that out and check it.
All right.
Not right now, but you know what I mean?
Well, you what? I mean, I'm just joking. Okay.
Yeah, I would pull it out and do a spline count on it. The thing is, I don't know what transfer case will slide into a Liberty. If she's lucky, maybe a JK case will just bolt right in. She can pick one of those up super cheap for the 2.72 to 1 ratio, or she could even go with the 4-to-1 Rock Track and spend a little bit of money. Speaking of money, she's in a very good spot budget-wise. I went through her list and added up everything that she has spent so far, and here's where she's at. $1,000 for the car. She bought brand new wheels, those are $1,750. Coilovers, $1,950. Winch, $500. Suspension, that's all the parts and pieces to basically do the solid axle swap, $3,200. Brake lines, she has to include those because she's upgrading them. They're not factory replacements, that's 220 bucks. Seals, $180. Ball joint deletes, $535. $810 for some knuckles. The JL axles, put a value of them at $4,500 because that's what I can buy JL axles around my area for. $500 for drive shafts, $400 for springs. Tires, we have a set number of that, that's $750. Steering, $600. And $500 for the steel, because even though we're not charging the competitors for any steel or tubing they use to build their roll cage, she is having to add a lot of steel to the underside of that vehicle because it is a unibody car. That puts her a total of $16,126, and that's a really good spot to be in because Hollie actually has $21,750 in her budget because she won the additional money during our stock vehicle competition. So she really has almost $5,000 to play with, and she has all the parts listed, in my opinion, to make that vehicle run and drive and move around the shop. Everything else is just icing on the cake. You can vote for your favorite team by following the link on screen, and we'll see who's in the lead when we start our road trip this fall.